The end of summer and the arrival of autumn is a bittersweet time. On the one hand, we're sad to see the warm weather and long days go. On the other hand, we're excited to welcome the cooler temperatures, crisp air, and changing colours of the leaves. There are many signs that autumn is on its way. The days start to get shorter, the nights get cooler, and the leaves on the sparse trees begin to change colour. Green leaves turn to shades that never really reach a vibrant red, orange and yellow, but nonetheless create a beautiful carpet of golden decay beneath the feet and provide nutrients for the soil. We enjoyed a delightful weekend in Nairn, a charming town filled with hidden treasures. I gave myself time to delve into a gem of a yarn shop bursting with a variety of brands, hand-spun and dyed yarns. A colourful treasure trove which requires more time to indulge in nitty coziness. We explored the vibrant local shopping scene, which took me on a culinary journey, trying delicious and unique dishes from Kurdish cuisine at OZZY's, and the surprisingly mouth-watering experience of biting into buttery croissants stuffed with gooey cheese and ham at a pavement cafe called Fusion. And to top it all off, I discovered the smoothest and creamiest oat milk. Sunscape at the beach astounded with long expansive views across the Moray Firth, and the food did not disappoint either. The golden light heralded a little barefooted walk through the fine sand. I'm here in Thurso, Scrabster. And I'm just about to go for my tickets on the boat back to Orkney. And I'm with Malky. Malky, say hello. So after our weekend in Nairn, and I brought back the West Yorkshire Spinners yarns that I bought from the Nairn wool shop, a lovely little place. Not exactly little either, it's quite a treasure trove of yarns of all sorts and styles. I wanted to try the West Yorkshire Spinners yarn, which was advertised I think on their website, so I thought, oh, I'll check that out, and I'm glad I did. So I picked up 3 colours. This lovely blue, which when I got back, I bought some petrol drops kid silk and put that together to make this sort of colouring. And with the, I think this is the pear green, I put apple from kid silk. I think it's apple. No, it doesn't tell me there, but I think it's on my Ravelry account, the yarns I actually use. So this, I think, is pear and apple together, which I'm now doing a block. I'm doing blocks of colour. The other colour I've got is summer pink, which I'm going to do with the kid silk pink. Again, drops kid silk pink together. What I'd intended to do with this yarn was not what I'm doing. I'd intended to start another yoke, this time including using this lovely turquoisey blue, with including that with the green and the pink, and doing a band of ferrule around the neckline, between the neckline and the shoulder, just a block of ferrule flowers. And because of the pink variegation, I thought it would give it a ferrule look. But what happened is when I got back from Nairn, I did a little poll on my YouTube community and asked what yarns you would like me to knit with, and what patterns the pattern designers. And the main one at the time was Petite Knits. They got the higher poll. Orkney Local Yarns got a high poll. I do have a project for that. And West Yorkshire Spinners was on the actual poll, but lower. But I thought, well, the yarns I've got, I can just use, and let's see what we can come up with. So I decided to do the Novice Slipover by Petite Knits, but do it in blocked colours. So I've come down from the shoulders to the armhole shaping, and done about 4 rows in the blue colour, electric blue colour, and then joined in this group mixture of greens, apple green and pear green. And now I'm just working down the body. So my intention is to do probably about 7 or 8 inches in the apple pear green colours, and then join in the pink for the bottom. The reason I put these colours together was actually accidental. I had my eye on other colours, but I thought, you know, I'm going to go for that. And surprisingly, earlier on that day, I bought a dress from a local charity shop in Nairn, and when I got them both the dress and the yarn home, I realised that I had picked similar colour palette in both items. Without actually thinking about it, because my plan was, as I say, to do a yoked top down sweater with a nice Fair Isle floral design on the, you know, around the yoke, the top of the yoke. So it wasn't what I was intending to do. So I thought, right, okay, I shall knit a petite knit in my West Yorkshire spinner's yarn, colour block. Is it colour block? Colour Lab, sorry, DK, and the lace, kid silk lace, together on a size 5mm needle, which is asked for on the pattern. I'm enjoying the pattern. It's nice and simple. As it says, it's a novice slip over, and yeah, it is. It's very easy to do. I agree with everybody that says the instructions are easy to follow. If I have enough yarn left, my idea was perhaps to do some sleeves, because I have got a second ball of this colour. Only one ball of that and one ball of the summer pink. We'll just see how far this yarn goes. There you go. On the second round now. In fact, actually, I'm going to slip that next stitch so that it gives it a, so that the stripe goes round without looking like there's a step. So I just slip the first stitch of the first of that next round, and that should do the trick. Let me just have a look. Yeah, seems to be all right. So yeah, carrying on with that. On the pole also, for the yarns and the patterns, as I say, Petite Knit has got a high poling. So my other project I have in mind is the Sophie shawl, using the Isle of Oscary yarns that I picked up at the county show back in August. It's a double knit, and I got 250 gram skeins, and that's going to be enough just to do a Sophie shawl. So that would be nice in local yarns. It's a beautiful local yarn, and I will talk to you more about that in another episode. I also asked if you were interested in Stylecraft, being used for a petite knits design, and there was a bit of a poll for that, so that's good. So what I have in mind is to do the November jacket in the Stylecraft Recreate, which when worked out cost wise isn't much more than doing the jacket in Stylecraft Special DK, which was nice to know. So I'm going to do that, and I have in mind to do that in a charcoal colour, because charcoal is going to go with most things. So if you want to look to see what the November jacket is, have a look on my Ravelry page, where I show you what projects I have done or am doing at the moment. My favourites as well. Look in my favourites or my queue. That'll help you to see what I have in mind. So we've not been well for a couple of weeks now, and I haven't done much knitting at all. I have been doing a lot of reading. I enjoy Tudor historical novels, so, and not just historical novels, but factual works as well. So I've been reading up on characters I've not really delved into before. I didn't know much about Arabella Stewart. That was interesting. I'm at the moment reading a sample on John Knox, who was a Protestant reformer at the time. I'm in the sample at the moment, which is really sort of delving into his early life. I don't know if I'm going to get the whole book on that one. I think I might, just from an interest point of view, because there's a little connection with Orkney in there, that I wanted to see more about his youth than later on, and his connections with Mary Queen of Scots and Mary of Guise. But yes, so I've read a little bit about that. Yes, so I've read quite a few books, which I don't normally do. Anyway, we're both better now. We're both clear of the bug, and it's just getting back into normality now. Yeah, so I've come around to my second row now. Done my second round. So yes, I'm enjoying that. Just thought I'd do something different, use the colours I've got, and do a block colour for this slip over. You know, I don't like to do things samey. It's just not me, really. I like to try different things out. So the basis of the pattern is great, but I just wanted to play around with the colours and make it a bit more of a block than a plain slip over. It's a simple pattern anyway, so I like to give myself a bit of interest, and putting colours in does that for me. Right, on to the third round now. And so now I'm just working down the body to a length of about 21 inches. I think I'm going to make it a little bit longer because I've got enough yarn to do that. Whatever yarn I have left, I will use for sleeves. That I am pretty much sure I'm going to have enough to do that. And hoping that the kid silk lasts out. But I've got quite a bit left of the... lost it. There it goes, it keeps falling down. I've still got quite a bit of that. So that's... probably do the neckline. So I think we will have enough to do some sleeves, even if it's just 3/4 sleeves. Be interesting to just use the armhole shaping just to pick up and knit some stitches and see how that goes. I hope you enjoyed my little clips of our mini break into Scotland, into the Moray Firth, and we stayed in Nairn. And the biggest surprise of all was that when we drove up and parked outside our accommodation, right opposite was the Nairn wool shop. I mean, that's gotta, I mean, that can only happen to Claire, can't it? It can only happen to Clary. Right opposite. So I looked out the kitchen window and there was a Nairn wool shop. And so the very next day, I went and had a look, and I had a little chat with the owners, and apparently that night we'd arrived, which was a Thursday night, they'd had a knit and natter group, which I could have joined, but didn't realise it was happening until I spoke to them the following day. I spent about an hour or so in there, just looking really, to see what they got, and to be fair, it's a place that I need to go back to. So the next time we're down there in the springtime, I've arranged to go on a knit and natter night and take some of our local yarns with us to show the group too, and obviously the owners, which is a mother and a son, which is nice as well, isn't it? It's a family-run business. And so yeah, I really enjoyed that, and just couldn't believe that we parked outside. There was the wool shop, and we were right opposite in a flat up above another shop. So that was really good. I was really pleased with that. Nairn is a lovely little shopping centre. We went and visited a lot of the charity shops. We also found a lovely little health food store, which we bought a few things from. And we just didn't finish it. We need to do a little wander around again when we go down in the spring. So that's our little jaunt for springtime. And we also had a meal in a Kurdish restaurant called OZZY's on the Friday night. That was very good, to try different things. And on the Saturday night, we went to a restaurant called, I think it was called Sunscape. I'll put the information at the end of in the description anyway. And it overlooked the Moray Firth. It was beautiful, and the beach at Nairn. Nairn Beach is very lovely. And it was golden light when we were there, so It was really beautiful to watch the sunset. It was a lovely handmade bench in memory of someone's 18-year-old son, but such a beautiful piece of woodwork in a lovely place, and I can understand why it was there, because of the views over the bay towards the Sutherland Hills. A very poignant memory for a family, obviously mourning the death of their son. And it seemed a shame to sit on it. Seemed a shame to put my little flip-flops on it, because I put my little flip-flops on it and I looked at the back and read the whole handwritten commemoration to their son, and I thought, it seems bad to do anything, because you know what loss is, and when it's your child, that's worse, even worse still, to be the one that survives your child. But yeah, a beautiful bench, worked bench with a beautiful view. And yes, you can understand why it is where it is. So yeah, autumn has come, obviously. It's colder here now. More rain. The wildflowers have not disappeared, but they're like dried flower arrangements now along the border. So we will be cutting that soon and letting them lie so that the seeds can go into the soil for next year's display. I've bought some other seeds. There are more to do with agriculture, green manure, but that will be interesting if I can mix them in with what I've already got. Yep, that's another round. So yes, I'm going to keep going until we get to the next colour change. So I'll let you see when I've got it finished what it looks like with the dress I bought, and we'll put it on the model and photograph it. That'll be lovely, won't it? So everybody take care, and it's nice to be back again after a little break and getting some inspiration for new projects. We all need a bit of inspiration, don't we? And going away for a few days was inspirational for me. And asking you guys questions as well. I'm grateful when you answer my polls, because that gives me an idea of what I'm going to do next. In fact, actually, I'll probably ask you more every time now. With regards to the pattern, obviously I haven't done an awful lot because of not being too good, not too well. And so therefore we'll talk about that next time. And I have got another ball of yarn to start a yoke. Something a bit different. This is the batik swirl in Lily Pad or Lily Pond, which is very similar to another jumper I made, the Pope Bagheera simple yoke, and now I'm going to use that on my own simple yoke. pattern, so that's in the pipeline. I quite like these kind of pastel-y colours at the moment, and there's quite a few Stylecraft. I noticed when I was in Nairn wool shop have an impressionist yarn which made me think of Monet, and this one here sort of gave me that kind of vibe too. And there is another colour called Highland colour range similar to this, so I will probably get the Highland one as well and blend them together to make my next yoke, circular yoke. But it's going to be a nice plain simple one because the colours will do the talking. If you're not well, like we were not well, relax, rest, take care of yourself, because the more you take care of yourself, the easier it is to recover. So we just need to remember that we are just human, basically, and we do need to take care of ourselves. When you take care of yourself, your health improves. When you think you can do everything, then it takes longer to improve. It's kind of a nice relaxing feeling. I bought this 5mm circular needle this morning, and I was thinking to myself it's too short, but actually it's just nice. It's enough. There are not hundreds of stitches on here, probably about 174, something like that. Just enough. It fits on here just nicely. Easy to knit with. And my the project that I'm going to use this on, I have some lilac mohair, which was given me a couple of months ago, and I've got 3 or 4 balls of that, so I think I might just do this double knit together with that on a 5mm needle to do this next circular yoke. So that'll be interesting, won't it? Looking forward to that. I'm glad I went in and got that this morning, and the 5mm needle, because it's now given me a prompt to do something like that. I'll enjoy that. I've got so much to knit at the moment, so I mustn't buy any more yarn. Just remind me, don't buy any more yarn. Okay, so keep knitting. See ya.